Rewind. A very weird thing. Why would you ever want to use it?
No idea. I get the benefits of it in free roam mode, kind of, but I don't ever see a use for it in races.
In races, it just feels because you rewind, everybody else keeps going forward. So that kind of nerfed the only thing that you could use it for. If you want to make a shortcut, why would you, and you miss it,
why would you go even further back?
To try again. How overpowered are the shortcuts?
Yeah. And it is, and you can't even use it for any sort of funny bits in multiplayer or anything because it is only in free roam and single player offline races.
Really? That seems very limiting.
Yeah, no, that's what it said. Yeah, can be used in free roam and when playing races solo, I think is the exact wording that it was.
It might be something you could dodge the blue shell with. The blue shell's coming, and then just as it comes, you just rewind.
Maybe.
But I'm not sure if it would do the thing where it locks onto you, and you're stuck with it, even if you're not in first anymore.
Yeah.
Which I hope it would do, because that would kind of be overpowered if you just, oh, well, blue shell's coming, better rewind. And then apparently, just according to a TWD 98 short that I was watching, there's a really short section where there's just item boxes falling from the sky.
Yeah, I didn't notice that until I saw people pointing it out after the direct, but I don't know what's going on there. I doubt that'll be a thing in races. Part of me feels that might be, I don't know, part of me feels that could just be a weird type of mission or something in free roam. Because kind of how, Tor has its own mission modes type things. One of them is just grabbing item boxes. So maybe it'll be something kind of along those lines, but, obviously working a bit differently.
Item rain was thrown out there. I'm not sure how realistic item rain is. I mean, they got knockout Tor, so they have acknowledged the mods. And they are bringing stuff in the mods into the base game.
There's still no sign of 200cc either. I feel the way they might do 200cc, at least this is how I would do it, is you unlock it after you've beaten every... Because you know how, you get Rainbow Road after you beat all the other cups, is when you unlock the special cup. I think after beating the special cup in 150, maybe you unlock 200.
That would be how I would do it too, to have things be unlockable. And I'm actually glad that most content is still here from the get-go. There's just a few things, the special cup and hopefully 200cc, that are going to be locked. Because
we actually don't know if you start with every cup. They could do it so you only start with, say, the mushroom and flower cups. And then after you beat a cup, you unlock the next one.
That could be true, but...
The only cup we know for certain is unlockable is the special cup.
Right, but I assume just because they showed us a bunch of the tracks from the cups that I assume that they would all be from the get-go. And I think that's fine for it's a multiplayer game. I don't want them to go full Mario Kart 64 where everything is... here's everything. There's nothing to unlock because this is a multiplayer game. But I don't want them to go full Wii where you have to unlock half of the game.
And it does seem, that Kart unlocks are just coins, which, I don't know. I feel they should have done a shop.
A shop would have been the best case scenario.
Because they've been doing all this other stuff with coins.
The blue coins, that's literally the blue coin hunt from CTGP7. They're really tapping into the mods.
Yeah. No, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. No. With the course locations, though, something that I actually really like that they did is that Shy Guy Bazaar is now heavily Sarasa Land themed.
What's with Shy Guy Bazaar? It's interesting now. I didn't think it would work during the day, but it does.
Yeah.
And I think there's still supposed to be a day-night cycle, but we haven't seen a lot of these tracks at different times.
Yeah. The only one that we've seen that we actually know is different is, again, the two variants of Crown City.
Hopefully
although I will say,
gonna be there's secretly a whole bunch of other cups, and it's just repeat versions of every track, but at different times of day.
Yeah.
I hope it's just a thing. I know people are, what if it was synced to the time of day outside? That would be interesting.
No.
But
I don't think
I
they would do
really
that.
I'm playing during the day. I don't want everything to be... It's daytime now, so every course is going to be set during the daytime.
But I swear I've seen a clip of Shy Guy Bazaar where during the race, it's the sun sets and it goes from day to night.
I thought I saw that. I thought I heard that that's a thing specifically, but I haven't seen footage of it either.
Which I just think would be really funny if that is true, because really, Nintendo, you're putting it on Shy Guy Bazaar.
Shy Guy Bazaar.
But you're not bringing back Sunset Wilds.
Where is Sunset Wilds? It's because it's a GBA track. It's because it's a GBA. No GBA tracks.
Dude, they 100% could have been, okay, you know what? Let's swap around the Flower Cup a bit. Shy Guy Bazaar, you're at the beginning of the cup now. You're still during daytime. Second course of the cup, Sunset Wilds. And then Wario Stadium and Airship Fortress both in this game take place at night.
Is that what they mean by day-night cycle? You start the Flower Cup and it's daytime, and then you end and it's night?
I would say that, but at the same time, I'm not sure, because we haven't seen full gameplay of the Shell Cup, but Crown City night and then Peach Stadium looks to be during the day for Shell Cup, just based on the course icon.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know.
It's weird that it's really weird that there's no GBA tracks, because Desert Hills could have been Yoshi Desert.
Why Moo Moo Meadows over Farm? We've been playing Meadows for a decade already. Farm hasn't been seen in 2 decades.
Moo Moo Meadows is... I assume they wanted a cow track because, well, the cow's a playable racer, but also because of all the memes.
Yeah.
But the memes are all about Moo Moo Meadows, so they were, yes, Moo Moo Meadows again. Well,
Yes.
why not Moo Moo Farm? And there's also a slight possibility that Moo Moo Farm was also there, because if you look at the map with the course layouts, but not the icon.
Yeah, the world map.
Moo Moo Farm is also in there. Maybe?
I don't know.
And speaking of, I find it so funny that the Korean website leaked Rainbow Road, and we're not supposed to talk about it in the directives. You might find a colorful course in the sky after whatever it said you had to do first. And it's, well, that's Rainbow Road. Plus, we already know it's Rainbow Road because he leaked it already.
Yeah.
And speaking of things that there's none of, where's Mushroom City? Something that I'm interested in is this game has to have been in development at the same time as the Booster Course Pass. So they
probably.
So are there tracks that they wanted to...
So if my Mushroom City theory was right, you know, that Mushroom City was meant to be slot 6-6, and then they had to scrap it and all that stuff, you would have thought that, yeah, they'd be, okay, we couldn't put this here, let's make sure it's in the next game for sure. And then, where is it?
That and Pipeline, because Pipeline's not here either.
Yes.
There's so many...
Another course that I considered a guarantee.
Because there's courses that they put in the Booster Course Pass that, well, why wouldn't you save that for another game? And then there's courses, and then there's Airship Fortress, where it's, guys are saving it for the next game, and then they are. So
yeah, and Airship Fortress, Toad's Factory, I guess Dino Jungle as well.
Did the World Team have to be, these are the courses that will let you, because because our version is so different anyway, talk on that. And these are the courses that you can't even touch.
Yeah.
And then Pipeline.
But did you really need... I don't know.
Because it's just gone. It's lost media.
Yeah.
If Tor... I think there was a theory that Tor is going to shut down with the release of this new game. That means that Pipeline is going to become lost media, because Tor that is in July. And
yeah, that's the exact reason that I had Pipeline as a guarantee in my Mario Kart 9 picks, because when Tor shuts down, because eventually it'll unless Tor gets an offline mode where you can just play every track, the course is basically just going to become completely unplayable.
And I had a discussion with someone in the Kart Life Discord, and they were like, well, why would they do that for free when Tor's such a microtransaction game? And I was, well, charge $10 and have all the courses be available. Was that what the Booster Course Pass was trying to be? Like, here is the best of Tor, but then there's still a lot of stuff from Tor that just is locked now. The best of Tor, yet they include Toad Circuit, Mario Circuit 3, and no Pipeline. And it's like, why would they do the Toad Circuit, all these courses that suck, and then no Pipeline, and no Yoshi Desert? I can say though, you know, after seeing them in World, I think it was good for them to leave Shy Guy Bazaar, Airship Fortress, Dino Jungle, and Wario Shipyard out of the BCP. Wario Shipyard, I'm iffy on Wario Shipyard because it's, well, I mean, it's different. Yeah. People bad automatically, but I'm not. There's no more underwater in the game, but it still works. It looks it works. But I'm not necessarily a fan of just water driving being just, you are a boat now, or whatever. Yeah. Just fight.
Yeah, I feel the complete removal of underwater driving. Where's the image that I made for
Dolphin Shoals is washed.
Yeah, Dolphin Shoals, Squeaky Clean
Washed.
Sprint, Piranha Plant Cove. Those are all kind of screwed. Because I remember I made
I wanted to get Cove in the BCP specifically over Pipeline.
Maybe, yeah. And maybe it's, oh, okay, yeah, they're saving Pipeline for the next game because Pipeline actually has a decent amount of half pipes, and maybe the next game will have actual properly developed half pipes, not just throw them in DLC, which, to be fair, World does have proper half pipes.
Oh, there's no blue strip. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's no panel for them anymore. They just are.
Speaking of back again to Isle Delfino, Delfino Square is kind of hard to put in because it's supposed to be on Isle Delfino, and you have to put Isle Delfino somewhere in this world.
I could see them doing a Isle Delfino DLC,
and that would have Sunshine Airport and Koopa Troopa Beach.
Sunshine Airport and Delfino Square were the two first courses that came to my mind.
Coconut Mall is on Isle Delfino, I believe.
Yeah.
And
maybe
Free Roam Coconut Mall would be amazing.
Oh yeah, Free Roam Coconut Mall would go hard. Yeah.
There's also the thing that anti-gravity seems to be gone, so I'm not sure how they would actually get a lot of Mario Kart 8 courses.
It's a scenario of, it does seem to be gone, but at the same time, there are turns that 100% feel they would be anti-gravity if anti-gravity was in the game. The section on Mario Bros. Circuit, Starview Peak, that big turn around the Comet Observatory, look, it would have been anti-gravity. What else? Bowser's Castle has an area that I've seen a lot of people say that would definitely have been anti-gravity. But there's plenty of Mario Kart 8 courses that could work fine without anti-gravity, or with minimal changes to make them work without it. And then there's also Super Bell Subway, which just straight up doesn't have anti-gravity. There's no issues there.
I think I went with Super Bell.
But I don't know.
I
went with Super Bell Subway, yeah. Partially also because one of the extra cups that I used was the Bell Cup.
The Bell Cup! I used the Bell Cup too!
I just used the Bell Cup and the Egg Cup for my other two.
I did mixed cups, which, I mean, I was right. Mixed cups are back.
Yeah, you were right.
It still rubs me the wrong way that the flower cup is all retro.
Yeah.
They copied and pasted a few things from the Direct. They said don't fall asleep at the wheel in both versions, and it's like, why are you so fond of this phrase, Nintendo?
I don't know.
This game feels, well, the physics of this game, and items. The physics and items of this game the physics feel floaty, where every character feels your Toad in Mario Kart Wii, getting bumped around all the time. But I don't know if I like that. But I also doesn't seem as dramatic. Actually, it seems more dramatic but less punishing. You get bumped and you're like, whenever DK in the trailer where he goes full, almost sideways. Yeah,
something that I really that it looks to be with this game is that taking damage and getting hit is all direction/momentum based now.
This game feels a lot Double Dash, where you get hit by an item, spin forward, and then you keep going. It's not.
Yeah.
I think with 24 Racers, that's important to not. If you get hit by one item, you're not out of the running.
Yeah, and the fact that the lightning shrinks you for less time now, and the same goes for the amount of time you spent squished from Mega Mushroom.
Yeah, the lightning
is lower.
I'm not sure that the lightning is going to be good anymore, because you use it and it only hits the people in front of you, and they do stop and play now, which is not a thing for any other item.
Yeah.
You do freeze in place, and you are small for a bit. But then you row pretty fast.
Almost instantly. It's a couple seconds now.
And you can dodge the lightning with all the stuff you could originally, and Mega Mushrooms, and possibly not being exposed to open sky. There was a footage where someone used the lightning and people were under a tunnel or something, and they just didn't get hit. And I'm not sure if that's because they have a secret item that we don't know about yet that actually dodges the lightning, or if it's just because they're not exposed to open sky.
I don't know what clip you're talking about there. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna have to find that clip when I'm editing this video. But a lot of items, speaking of items, a lot of items are nerfed. I think that's in the 24 Racers. But I'm worried that 24 Racers doesn't compensate as much as they think it does.
Yeah, they have just completely nerfed the bullet bill. Well, they nerfed it damage-wise, and they tweaked how it works for offense-wise.
Out of the way, you don't even get spun out. It's a little. It used to go pow. Now, dink.
Yeah, now you only actually get fully spun out. You only get fully spun out now if it hits you straight on.
I'm glad the Super Horn is back.
Yeah.
And speaking of items, all the items that came back from 8, we got the Super Horn, the not the Piranha Plant, the Boomerang.
I actually think that's it in terms of 8's new items that we got back. It was because 8 also had the Crazy 8, but that's not a thing anymore.
Crazy 8's not a thing. The Piranha Plant is gone. Rip Renegade Roundup.
Piranha Plant's gone because he's a playable character now.
The Ice Flower is back from Tor. What was the screenshot where it was the new items in this game? And they were asking, the only game in the series with the items.
It was new
item, the Mega Mushroom.
They had the Mega Mushroom and the Feather in there too.
I think the Coin Box they had in there as well. The Coin Box, this brand new revolutionary item that was just in Tor. Tor Erasure continues to happen.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that, at least from what we've seen so far, there isn't any sort of shop to spend coins in, because I just feel it makes sense that there would be one. One of the new items, entirely coin focused. Of all the items to return from Tor, we don't get any of the cannons or anything, but we get the coin box.
And the coin max is 20 now instead of 10 per race.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's not as many cart parts to unlock because cart customization is gone. So it's just pick a cart.
Yeah.
So are coins still gonna unlock carts?
Yes, we do know that. We know that unlocks are back to coin milestones.
Albert Boris is gonna have a field day. The death of Mario Kart. Everything's coins now.
I think the unlockables for characters and skins are going to be tied to the Kamek item and the food.
Me personally, I've been hyper focused on the versus mode and the Grand Prix stuff. I don't think I've appreciated Knockout Tour and
Knockout Tour is going to be the highlight of this game, I think.
And free roam. It's been another 30 minutes, so I gotta start and stop. But I didn't think we'd have that much to talk about because the rest was just information we've already known, but we've been going for a while. I wonder how this game is gonna handle DLC, because they're just gonna have to here's a whole new they're just gonna have to go to the island we've already seen and just zoom out, and there's gonna be a bunch of new islands there for $35.99. I'm worried both ways that if this game flops, they're gonna take a step back from Mario Kart. And obviously they're gonna keep doing Mario Kart because it's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
But I'm worried that they're gonna scale back how much we get from Mario Kart. All the new modes are gone. It's just gonna be 32 tracks and maybe battle mode. That's what I'm worried for. And then if it succeeds, then all the prices of everything is just gonna go whoop up to the sky. I did a up motion, but you can't see me because this is a call. Then if $80 is the price of this game and everybody buys it, then they'll be like, $80 works. We're gonna make everything $80.
I don't think it'll come to that though.
I really hope it, and I really hope that pricing is the biggest issue with the Switch 2 for me. Because if this Mario Kart World was $60 or even $70, I'd be like, yeah, that's great. That's another thing I'm worried about. It's just gonna not be available everywhere because scalpers, I want all of it. And something I'm interested in is, why are the pre-orders this? Why do you have to have a Nintendo Switch Online membership and all this stuff for the I
don't know. I think that's another thing of preventing scalpers from just pre-ordering tons of Switch 2s, because it's you get one.
But the other thing is, other retailers aren't gonna have that quality. Other retailers that have the pre-orders aren't gonna be like, do you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership? They're not gonna.
Yeah, that's true.
So why would I pre-order directly from Nintendo when I can pre-order from Walmart? Especially if I do have Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, then it's not what incentive do I have?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very weird games. They never confirmed whether physical games in the US are going to cost more. I know that screenshot was floating.
Would they?
In the EU, so I'm not sure how it is here. But physical Mario Kart World being €90 is wild. Because I have physical media. I have digital Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and Digital Mario Odyssey, and then all the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. But every other game I have on the Switch is a physical game.
Yeah, I only really get digital if it's the only option for a game.
Like what?
I think the only game that I have digital on my Wii, or not on my Wii, what? I don't even have a Wii U. The only game I have digital on my Switch that also is available physical is 3D All Stars.
That's fair. I think it was harder to. I'm not sure, but it's probably easier to just get 3D All Stars digitally when it was still available.
Oh, there's still stores by me selling it. I just got that one digital because I wanted to play it right away and wasn't going to be able to actually go out and buy it for a month.
What's with Nintendo and artificial scarcity? Because 3D All Stars was supposed to be limited, but then obviously if stores didn't finish selling them, they're still out there. You can go on eBay.
Yeah.
And get them. But this bundle, the bundle is only from summer until fall, and while supplies last, it's like, you're not the Shamrock Shake Nintendo. You're not the Pumpkin Spice Latte.
Yeah.
Just give me my $500 Switch 2 and Mario Kart World bundle. In this game, the art style grew on me. And I'm just looking at the Mario Wiki and all the things that are cartoony. Back in January, I hated this. Back in January, I was like, why? Back in January, literally, my biggest reaction of that whole trailer, like that whole Switch 2 trailer and Mario Kart World little teaser was, why does Mario look that? Literally, he's so small and the cart is so tiny. It's definitely grown on me though since then. And I heard when Albert Boris said it, there's no way it grows on me, and it has. It absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of the big difference compared to the more sort of realism-ish style that Mario Kart 8 went for. In this post-Wonder Mario era, we're just going all in on the stylization of stuff.
I'm worried that it's gonna stop feeling cool, because Wonder was, wow, it's so different, and World is, wow, it's so different. But if it keeps going, DK Bonanza is kind of in the middle between Wonder and old Donkey Kong and stuff that.
Yeah.
But if 3D Mario is Wonder, and all these games, and then if everything's just gonna become Wonder, then it's like, well, now it's not really different anymore.
Yeah, I guess.
But hopefully that's not a problem. I'm worried about online. Because it does not look better than 8 Deluxe did. 8 Deluxe has some problems online. Be sure to like and subscribe for part 3, as that is the end of part 2 of this video.